I'm not lazy. So why can't I figure this out? What is wrong with me? I've heard some variation of this at more mom get-togethers than I can count. And each time I do, I want to just give that poor mom a hug and just say nothing. Nothing is wrong with you. Dinner isn't hard because you're undisciplined. It's hard because this isn't really a dinner problem. 3 things are actually going on here. And the third one, no one really wants to say out loud. So I'm out on my walk, which is probably about the only 30 minutes all day where no one really needs anything from me. And so I get a lot of thinking done. I can tell you for years, I wouldn't have had an answer for that mom. I knew how to cook. That was never the problem. It's just I could make dinner. I just couldn't seem to make it happen night after night, week after week without something falling apart. I spent a long time thinking that meant something was wrong with me, but it didn't. So today, let me save you 10 or 12 years of feeling like a failure. So the first lesson is something I like to call the energy gap. You're planning with energy you're not going to have. Think about when you actually make your meal plans. It's Sunday, the house is quiet, you feel capable. Sunday you is amazing. Sunday you could probably run a small country. But the issue is you don't cook on Sunday, you cook on Wednesday. And Wednesday you is a completely different person. Wednesday you got the hard email. Wednesday you spent 40 minutes in traffic. Wednesday you broke up the same sibling fight 4 times. Wednesday you has nothing left. And the plan didn't account for her. It was written by your most well-rested self and not for your most exhausted self. And then we act shocked when it all falls apart. This is not a willpower gap. This is an energy gap. So the fix isn't a better planner. It's giving Wednesday you a buffer. Cooking a little ahead for a future you who will be running on empty. A freezer full of meals that your future self is glad that you made. That's the whole game. Okay. Second thing, and this one is kind of sneaky because it doesn't really feel like a problem. It just kind of feels like life. And that is, you're not just making one dinner decision today, you're making about 30. What are we gonna have? Do we have the ingredients? Do I need to thaw it out? Is that chicken still good? Will everyone even eat it? Every one of those is tiny. None of them is particularly hard. There are just so many of them. That's exactly why they drain you. They're so small that you don't count them. I call it the mental spiral. I feel it at about 6 o'clock when I open up the fridge and stare at food that I already own and decide nothing and then close the fridge and then open it up again maybe 90 seconds later to see if something magically has appeared. It hasn't. That's not indecision. That's a brain that is tired and has nothing left. So it's not really about the cooking. It's about the deciding. So anything that can take decisions off your plate is worth more than a new recipe. And listen, if you're the one standing at that fridge at 6 o'clock with nothing decided and everyone asking what's for dinner, that exact moment is why I created something called the 5-minute swaps. It sticks on your fridge. It takes all of the deciding out of you on those nights where you've got nothing left. It's the first link in the description below. Go get it, print it. It's yours completely free. All right, on to number 3. So the third one, the one I said that most of us won't say out loud. And that is, you're not aiming for dinner being done. You're aiming for dinner being perfect. And those are really 2 different things. Here's how it shows up. Maybe you missed one night. Let's say Tuesday night's dinner fell apart. You ordered the pizza. Instead of thinking, okay, one night, let's get back on track, you think, okay, well, I blew it. And one missed dinner turns into 5. That's not planning failure. That is perfectionism wearing a planning costume. A lot of us learned somewhere that if you can't do something all the way, don't bother doing it at all. But dinner is the last place on earth where that should apply. So here's the framework that I use. Good, better, best. Best is the balanced, perfectly nutritionally balanced, homemade meal that everyone loves. And that's great when it happens. Better is the shortcut version that uses the grocery store shortcuts. It still counts. And good is everybody ate, nobody cried, and we all lived to fight another day. Good is a win. Some nights, good is a huge win. You don't need the week to be perfect. You need it to be enough. And those are two different things. So before you go, two things. If 6 o'clock already feels like too much, go get the 5-minute swaps at the top of the description. Print it out, stick it on the fridge, let it handle one decision for you. And second, and this one matters more to me, honestly, if even one thing today clicked, if you felt a little bit less alone for a few minutes, send this to another mom. You know the one white knuckling her way to 6 o'clock every day, convinced that she's the only one who finds this hard. I can't reach her. I don't know her, but you do. That's the whole reason I'm out here making videos every week. I want to take a little bit of the load off of moms everywhere, and the only way I can do that is you. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.